Alright, this is it. This is final part 4 of the LS400. Got everything in, except for this stuff, obviously, in the radiator. Still waiting on bearings here and here. But we can still try to start it up. So it'll at least see if this whole thing was worth it, if this thing starts. So keep watching, and that'll be kind of the big reveal at the end. Power steering here. So the proper procedure is to lift up the front of the car, put fluid in, and then turn the wheel back and forth. You don't want to start the car with no fluid in the system. That's terrible for the pump. But that's about it. So as you can see, there is a way here to polish a turd. This headlight looks really good now compared to that one. So whether we sell these nice HID, I think they're HID. Yeah, HID headlights, or we keep them on the car. Honestly, if someone wants to buy this for $2,000, I think I'm going to put it out and just advertise it for that. Stick a sign on it, driving, running, rust it out, but I don't know. We'll see. If someone does buy it as is, it'll save me the trouble of obviously pulling the engine and transmission out again, because if someone wants the engine, if someone wants the trans, it's got to come out one more time. I got to kind of do it all over again. So we shall see what happens. Yeah, so let's move on to kind of putting this back together and the final steps and thoughts. And then I'll also go over the total cost, all the prices, the total investment of everything towards the end as well. So it'll be kind of like a summary, and honestly, hopefully this thing starts. I'm pretty nervous. All right, we got the MAF hooked up, the intake pipe. Here we go. Yes! Whoa, look at that! Oh boy! Oh boy! Well, it sounds great. The garage is all full of smoke. But it sounds good. There's no rod knock. There's no missing. It's smooth. It revs smooth. This is really good. I'm super pumped. It's so exciting. Obviously, I don't want to run it too much because we have no water pump hooked up, no coolant in there. That's really the only thing that really matters is the coolant. But again, as long as this isn't attached and this isn't spinning dry, not this, but, well, I guess the water pump is spinning dry. It's on the timing belt. So, yeah, don't run it too long, but just enough to test it. And I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to get all this in, get it warmed up to temp, check the oil, do an oil change potentially after we kind of cycle everything through. But it sounds good. I mean, first thing you want to check, rod knock, any noises and any misfires, nothing. So we're good. This is awesome. Let me get this smoke out of here. This is all the ATF and lubricant we put in the cylinders just to combat the rust and everything. But we'll sit down and we'll go over the financials, if you will, the details. How much did this all cost? What do we have left in the car for getting our money back? Stuff like that. So here she is, all finished up. I just got done kind of filling the coolant and doing the bleeding situation. This is actually the coolant fill plug. It's a 10mm Allen. So stick a funnel on there and then fill your coolant. It appears the power steering pump doesn't work at all. It doesn't make any noise. It does spin, but there's just nothing going on. So I may or may not change the pump, see if there are any leaks in the rack. It's a little difficult without power steering, but we'll see. We pick up a pump cheap. We'll give that a shot. Everything else was easy. I mean, I just tightened up some pulleys. I'm actually not going to replace this pulley, so that'll save us 20 bucks. It's fine. It's not making any noise. I did replace the tensioner pulley here. New bearing, nice and quiet. We reused the old belt. That looked fine. No leaks of any sort. So I'm super happy about that. So we'll go over, and then I finish this other headlight polish. Matches the right side. So I'll start it up one more time, and then we can go over just the total cost of everything and investment and all that good stuff. Here's the motor I have left over, and then parts down here, and then we got the cylinder heads on the ground. I'll kind of go over what I've got those listed for to recoup some money. But again, like the suspension, I mean, it's fine, but it's super rusted. So, and then this big thing here. So let's get in here. Interior is super nice. Let's give her a start. It's actually pretty quiet with just the cats on there. It's not too bad. Well, maybe not. It's much quieter than without the cats. Headlight leveling, the rear sensor is just gone, and then the brake wear sensor. So if I want to get rid of these, I can find a headlight sensor or headlight level sensor somewhere, and then just tie the brake wires together. But other than that, you know, everything works. The heated seats, all interior is good, and the car runs. So can't be more disappointed that I have a nice car here that can't really do much with. So final tally, we've got the car was $600, which was a pretty good deal considering. We could sell it for more than that, at least part it out. The whole junkyard motor in that earlier video was $700. It was a risk because they didn't know, you know, if it was good or not. And then it's been sitting for many years, but it's fine, doesn't burn any oil, doesn't leak anything, so we're good there. Timing belt kit on Amazon eBay was $64. I got a $15 refund because of the poor quality and the missing parts. Rear main seal was $14, aftermarket motor mounts $50, OEM water pump gasket $10, crossover O-ring $4, crank seal $14, and drive belt tensioner pulley $30. Grand total $1,486 for the car. Now I've got the block for sale and the head for sale, $500-600. Maybe we can make $1,000 or $800 or something with those two. And that's it. In case you're wondering how much time I spent on all this, we can discuss that in a second. This will also be in the description, so you can just look it up. But so November 23rd, I spent almost 5 hours getting the engine pulled out in that first couple videos. November 24th, it was a long day. It was a 13-hour day. And that's when I took both engines apart, stripped them all down, and swapped stuff over. November 26th, 2 hours. That was the original engine stripped down. So I guess that was when I stripped that down to the bare block. November 30th, 5 hours. So that was just engine work, more swapping parts. December 3rd, 6 hours, more engine work, the timing belt install. That was that big day with the T-belt install on here. And then November 3rd, we've got 3 hours. That's basically when we mated the engine to the transmission, and we drilled out that bolt that was broken in the trans, and then assembled and installed everything back in the car. And then 2 hours on December 4th, just final parts installed and torqued, like the drive shaft torquing, miscellaneous wires, bolts on the bottom side, top side. So just shy of 40 hours. We're at 36 hours on the whole engine process. So that's it. Now I've got no more non-running cars. Now we do use this just to kind of test certain things on it, and so it's not like it's just sitting not being used. But again, where do I go from here? You know, does somebody buy this car? Or do I pull the engine right out again and then sell it and then part it out? There are a lot of good parts on here. A lot of people interested in the bumper, the headlights, fenders, Doors, interior, the hood. I mean, the hood is good. I can't really show you that, but I mean, the paint on it is decent. There's no real major damage. Hood struts obviously don't work. So yeah, what do we do? Let me know. But thanks for watching the series on the LS400. Hopefully you learned something with the timing belt and everything. And yeah, until next time, peace. Take care.